Let's stay with the Lakers a little bit. There's been talks about Russell Westbrook getting traded because it just doesn't seem like it's working. Do you still think he's with the Lakers by the time the trade deadline ends?
Yeah, I mean, with Westbrook, it's just such you just don't know where to where to even start, right? I mean, obviously he's definitely regressed as a player individually, well below league average in terms of shot attempts at the rim. From a field goal percentage standpoint, we understand he's not the best jump shooter in the entire NBA. He likes the mid range, but shooting mechanics aren't great, so to speak. Doesn't have soft touch, kind of shoots the ball on the way down. And, the turnovers have been daunting. And I know a lot of people have been giving him praise about not turning the ball over so much, but I actually would much rather Russell Westbrook to be aggressive and turn the ball over in that process than him not to be aggressive at all. 0 turnovers a game, because it's just not who Russell Westbrook is as a player. But I doubt that he gets traded. I don't think there's too many teams that are necessarily looking for his services, especially at this time during the year, given the fact that, most of these backcourts are kind of settled in. But yeah, I think it's very unlikely you see a Russell Westbrook trade by the trade deadline.
And another point guard that's not playing right now, and he plays similar to Russell Westbrook, and it's John Wall. And it seems like I don't think he's played at all this year, and the Rockets are trying to work out a trade with him. But do you think he gets traded by the trade deadline, or do you think there's maybe a chance that Russell Westbrook and John Wall get swapped? I mean, what do you think about John Wall's future for the rest of the season?
John Wall's an interesting one. I think he's one of those guys that's probably going to get bought out at some point. Not necessarily sure if that'll be this season or next season, but how many years he has left on his contract, so to speak, or?
I am not sure. I think he probably has at least 2 years, maybe 2 or 3 years at least, because he signed a massive deal a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him being traded. I mean, he's kind of, like you mentioned, him, Westbrook have the same issues, so to speak. Not too many teams are really looking at guys like that right now. But yeah, I doubt you see a John Wall trade. You're more likely to see a Westbrook trade than a John Wall trade at this point. But we'll just see.
Yeah, I mean, they both play very similar. They're both really athletic, but yeah, John Wall has just been injured the last few years. And of course, he's with the Rockets, and the Rockets are one of the worst teams in the league. But we'll see what happens there.